Second 3-0 win here at Northampton. Good way to finish the pre-season campaign for yourselves.
Yeah, it was. It was a really tough game as well. The conditions were great in terms of the pitch, and the wind was blowing a gale. And look, these are a well-drilled side in terms of what they do. So we had to make sure that we did all the ugly stuff in the first half. In the second half, I thought we were much better. You know, the game opened up slightly. We were able to get into real good situations. And I'm disappointed it's not a little bit more, but we're pleased. We win, clean another clean sheet. We haven't conceded a goal in pre-season yet. So look, we're in a decent enough position.
Usually when a pre-season game, when the changes happen, the game can sort of peter out sometimes, but it didn't happen this time, did it, with the 3 goals coming after you made the changes?
Well, look, we won. We say, you know, game changes and impact, and everyone's competing here in terms of, you know, for positions, because it's not a set team or anything. So look, it gives you food for thought, but then it came on with a real zest and a real energy, and we like that. And they were excellent. I really did think they were excellent. So look, it's pleasing because this is a difficult place. We wanted a difficult place to come to a place that we knew we'd get pressed, we'd get tested. Different test from the Championship in terms of the directness, but you know, we had to handle that for the last 15-20 minutes against Blackburn to survive. So it shows that we can do both sides. But it's very pleasing, and the big thing is good run out, no injuries, scored some goals, clean sheet. So it's a decent day.
Good pressing from James to the first, and the second one is a nice pass from Ryan, and Kazenga goes on to finish well, doesn't he?
Yeah, look, I think and look, we've had some real good moves in terms of Kaz late on, and we've had some opportunities where we probably should score, and George late on, you know, with the chip and things. But the second goal I'm really pleased with, because it's something we've worked on all week in terms of stretching the play. So the number of runs we make from midfield and from out to in and from things, that's really pleasing. So yeah, and look, Colo works a bit of an error, you would say, for the first goal, but we'll take whatever you can get, you know. But look, I'm pleased.
And Martin Crenny's come quite a prolific defender since he's joined the club now, and a good finish from close range from him as well.
Well, look, he's a very accomplished defender, had a fantastic career. I played with him when he was starting out, so 20-21 when he's at Southampton, and he has, you know, his assurance about him. He's cultured. He doesn't panic, and he's played at this level, you know, for a long time. So he adds that quality to us. So look, we're pleased, but we're pleased with most of them, to be honest with you.
Good chance for James shares, well, obviously, because with Simon missing out next week due to international call-ups.
Yeah, and look, it's a clean sheet, so that's an important thing, and the squad's going to be called upon, because again, it's post sort of COVID or lockdown or whatever, they all were called upon and so on, and it's going to be the same again, because it's a long season, 46 plus cup games, so you know, we're going to have to rely on everyone.
BTK, so now you've given him a couple of games, he looks like a real prospect right back.
Well, yeah, but we've got some real that's one of the really pleasing points. I thought Sam Beckman, for example, was excellent today. I thought Avon Jones was excellent, you know, and that's been good. I mean, ironically, we haven't quite got people in at the moment in those positions, more established ones. So it's giving those an opportunity, and fair play, they've taken it, and I've been really impressed, and I've been pleased with them, yeah.
And Brendan Galloway, so I've got half an hour. I mean, he hasn't played for a while either, so good to see him back.
Yeah, look, Brendan's a little way off, so it's just time and minutes really for Brendan. Really, it's time and minutes or so.
Dan Potts hasn't played yet.
Dan Potts has picked up an injury. I can't tell you the circumstances. It's nothing sinister or anything, but it's just a bit of comedy really. But he's picked up an injury, which is going to keep him out for a few weeks, to be honest with you. And so we're looking to strengthen that area as well, because we want to. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of news early on in the week where we can get a couple over the line, and then going into sort of the first competitive game, if you like, we should be in a stronger position.
Union O'Kane as well hasn't played since. Is he missing out for their injury?
Yeah, look, it's a long process with the Union, so don't be expecting Union to be playing anytime soon. It's not. It's a long process with him. He's come back from a long injury. He's been out. He hasn't played. So it's not just the injury; it's the time out. So we just got to build him up, and he'll gather momentum. Hopefully, God willing, with the more he does stuff. But he's a long way off yet. So I wouldn't be looking at him for a while.
On the transfers you mentioned, so you're looking to bring in players start of this week if you can now?
Yeah, definitely. Well, look, it's ongoing. It's been ongoing, but look, you know, with what we have here, one, you know, we have a wage structure. Two, we have a criteria in terms of we don't want to take loans, we want our own. So to do that and to get them in and to be the right age and to be able to play in the Championship is a difficult task, you know. But that's the work we do here, and that's what what we're looking to do. But the board are working so hard, they're backing me with the decisions I'm making, and so on. So look, we'll have some news for you, and God willing, we'll have at least 2 in by next weekend, and hopefully more.
Is there a certain amount of positions you're looking for? Because you said you wanted to work with quite a tight squad this year. But
yeah, look, there's areas I don't think there's areas we're light in. If you look, we like 2 in every position. So all you got to do is look at the side. If you don't think there's 2 in every position, that's the position we're looking at.
James Free's been obviously played with here last season, been linked again with the move back. Are you in for him at the moment?
Well, look, we've got targets, and we're going heavily in for those targets. So hopefully we can get the ones that we want. James is someone we know because we had here, so he would come onto our list. Whether it's him that we're trying to get is another thing. But look, there's nothing wrong until something's through the door. I'm not going to turn around and say, because social media and things tend to alert a lot of people. So look, we won't divulge too much.
You mentioned not wanting loans. Does that kind of rule out maybe going back for Cameron Carter-Vickers as well this season?
Well, it might not rule out going back in for Cameron Carter-Vickers, but what we don't like doing is taking loans. So you can work your own way out from that. But we prefer our own players, because when we add value to players, which we believe we do add value, but when we add value, we would like that value to be ours. That's what we do.